At 3 o'clock this afternoon, there was an altercation between two men inside Roasted. Sunday brunch was being served during that time period. The altercation escalated very sharply into one of the men pulling a gun and firing multiple shots. We believe that the man with whom the gunman was having the altercation is the person who was fatally shot. One person was fatally shot. We have 5 others who are confirmed gunshot victims who are all non-critical. There is one other individual who was transported to a hospital with a possible graze wound, although it's described as a scratch that could have been inflicted by brushing against a sharp piece of furniture. So we're not sure whether that person has a gunshot wound or whether that scratch came from something else inside. And there is yet another individual who had a panic attack and wanted to go to the hospital to be checked out. So a total of 8 persons were transported from this scene, one of them deceased, 5 others confirmed gunshot victims, one other with a scratch, the cause of which we're not sure at this point, and then one person who wanted to go to the hospital due to a panic attack. The business has very clear surveillance footage. We have released those images now. You have 2 photographs that have been released of the gunman, and then you also have a photograph of the Mercedes GL 450 in which he fled the area. We are almost certain we have the gunman identified, but we're still going on exact 100% confirmation of that, so we're not ready to release his name at this point, but you all see his images. I would urge anyone in the Middle Tennessee area who sees this man or the Mercedes to please contact the Nashville Police Department at 615-862-8600. From the information that we have at this point, the gunman was the only one who brandished a pistol. This was not a shootout, if you will. This was one person who decided to pull a gun based on an altercation occurring with another man, and then he fired multiple shots, resulting in the injuries that I've just described. With me is Commander Anthony McLean. Commander McLean oversees the North Precinct, the area in which we are now. And if you have questions about this particular area, Commander McLean can answer those. Do you have anything specific as to the shooting? And I will try to answer those.
We heard that there was a pregnant woman who was transported.
That is the woman with the panic attack,
okay,
who was very panicked about what happened, and given her condition, she wanted to go to the hospital and be checked out. She was not wounded by what occurred inside.
Do we know the relationship between the 2 men and if they knew each other?
Not at this point. From what we're hearing, the 2 got into an argument that significantly escalated within moments. We are hearing that the gunman arrived just minutes before this happened. We don't have any indication that they knew each other at this point.
And the gunman arrived alone or with others?
He arrived with a female, and the female left with him.
Do we know what the altercation was about?
It may have been something as simple as one person invading another person's space. But again, we need to advance the investigation and learn more. We have officers with victims at least 3 hospitals interviewing them to see what they exactly saw. But initially, it could be something as simple as one person invading another person's space.
Have we had any previous reports about concerns with this establishment or anything?
I'll let Commander McLean talk about the area. Anything else about the shooting incident itself?
Do you know how many other people were inside the restaurant?
There were many people inside. This was a Sunday brunch scenario. They were serving food. There were people sitting down dining when this erupted. Okay?